Hello and welcome to another update video about BNB. BNB has pulled back into our support area from somewhere here. We can at least be watching for positive reactions to the upside, and a potential fifth wave rally can occur from anywhere here in this support region. $307 was the first communicated support level. A more healthy wave 4 could take us to $289, maybe even $275. But ideally, the price doesn't even break below $275, even though just technically we have to allow the price to get down to $261 if needed in a wave 4 correction. So this is the entire space it needs. The crypto space is volatile, and in a diagonal, sometimes we get an overlap between waves 1 and 4. However, at the moment, we have only really touched the 23.6 Fibonacci level twice. However, we have overlapping price action to the downside. You can see that here. We go to the 1 hour chart. Price action to the downside appears corrective at the moment. Double bottoms rarely hold. So at the moment, it seems like we might test a lower Fibs, at least have to consider that. But if the price breaks above that recent swing high at $326, it might be that the fifth wave is already unfolding, but I haven't got the clear evidence for that at this stage, okay? After the 5 waves are complete, we can then work with that 5-wave structure and add a 3-wave corrective pullback support zone to the chart. Yeah, after 5 waves up, this is basically the scenario or the wave count that tells us that the trend is up. Then we always watch for a potential pullback, and that typically is a 3-wave move, and we can formulate another support zone. We had a really good support zone or entry point here. This is one as well, but entering the wave 4 is always a bit more challenging. We see that with Bitcoin at the moment. They can be very shallow, especially wave 4s. They give us fake outs, and wave 4s are always a little bit terrible to analyze. To avoid that chop, just stay on the larger time frame. But yeah, once the 5 waves are complete, then we are looking for another deeper pullback similar to that wave 2, obviously on the larger scale, right? But that wouldn't be a problem. There would simply be a pullback in an overall uptrend after 5 waves up. So we want to see those 5 waves to the upside. The third wave reached the ideal target for a third wave, basically in a diagonal pattern, so that's good. And in a fifth wave, we would like to see the price get to $364 or $383, maybe even $409, but that seems a little bit of a stretch target. And it seems likely that the price might react to the ascending trend line once it pushes higher. So again, it could be it does a bit more sideways action, maybe a little bit of this, and then we should follow through to the upside and might see a reaction here, or to the trend line, obviously not going left. But then the pullback afterwards is definitely what we're going to watch for then. Now, extensions are always possible. The price can extend further. For exactly that purpose, we're typically tracking the micro support levels. Okay, now at the moment I don't have micro support. We are likely in a wave 5. But as soon as the fifth wave is starting, I'm going to use the 50% retracement level of that fifth wave, usually as micro support, especially when we get extensions, to then suggest, okay, if we break below this sort of micro support level, it likely would suggest that we start that deeper pullback. But overall, things are looking good on the BNB chart. Now, for a risk management point of view, we want to see 5 waves up, and we need to be aware though that this could still be a B wave, this rally, with a C wave to the downside to come. So that scenario is not gone, but is reducing in likelihood, especially once we have the 5 waves up. This will get less likely because that C wave to the downside can take us towards $140, $150. Yeah, that's my update about BNB. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. You'll find the links for those in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.